Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your boy Obi-Wan Gobi, aka Critter Breeds. You know who I am. You are clearly watching my video, so you know who I am. I haven't forgot about everybody. I haven't really been doing a lot of videos recently. It's summertime, like I said, before school got out. It's going to be hard to make videos when my kids are running around and we're doing stuff outside and stuff like that. So it's going to be hard to make videos and keep up. But at the same time, I've also been doing other stuff. I think my last video I said I got some new games. I haven't even played those new games, to be honest with you. I haven't played any of them. And I ended up going and getting Black Ops 3 for Xbox One. And I've been playing that a lot lately. And right now is double XP, double weapon XP. It's a double weekend. And I've been playing that on and off for like the last few days.
Get this workout. Get that workout.
No, go play, baby. Anyway, so it's like 90 degrees outside, and we're outside playing while they're playing. I'm sitting here watching. And anyway, like I said, I've been doing other stuff. I tried to switch because apparently, like, my Mac isn't capable of running Stream Command on the Elgato software. And the only thing I would use the Stream Command for is simply to throw up the Twitch alerts. And that's it. Maybe my camera every now and then, but my Mac won't encode properly because I think what's happening is Elgato forces you to use the hardware or the software encoding H.264, and doing software requires the CPU to use tons of resources, and my processor, like I said, is a dual core i5, so I mean it runs at 2.6 and higher with turbo boost, but it's dual core, so it just can't keep up. So I switched to an old laptop, which is a quad-core to A8. I don't know which one, but it's an old Toshiba laptop. And I downloaded Elgato. It's Windows 10. I download Elgato, and it says that my computer is not up to par with being able to stream at all. So I boot OBS, and I import everything, and I get everything set up, and I start streaming, and the encoder is just like screaming because the CPU usage is like at 99%. And I played with the settings, and I got it to where it would stream at an extremely low quality, and I gave up and went back to my Mac. So I'm on the Mac and I'm playing with the settings. I can't run Stream Command with Elgato, but I played with OBS and I found that my Mac has a hardware encoder for H.264. So I played with that yesterday, and I let the kids play their games while I was playing with the stream and trying to configure things, and so far it looks okay. I do still plan on probably getting a computer in the next few months for specifically just streaming. I'm looking, like, I asked Elgato if the 2011 Mac Mini with the quad-core i7 would be able to do it, and they basically told me they don't know. The processor's okay, but it's like a mobile processor basically. It's because it's the Mac Mini, and it's small, so it has to be able to dissipate heat properly. So it's a mobile processor, and it's not going to be as strong as other processors, you know. So basically there's no dedicated graphics card, and there's a mobile processor that may or may not be able to function properly and do everything. So I was looking at spending close to $800 for the Mac Mini, and apparently that's not gonna work properly. Maybe not. So I'm looking at the $800 range of a PC specifically for the purpose of streaming. And I've tapped out a couple people to look for something, to look for parts, and this one guy, he is an infantry soldier for the United States Army, and as a kid he built computers. I watched him grow up. He built computers as a kid, and he's just really smart, and he's going to look for parts for me to build a PC that will be capable of running OBS and the Elgato and properly streaming. So that's one thing. But then I have the problem of I have just enough space on my desk for 2 screens. I have a big 32-inch screen that I use for my computer right now, and I have a smaller 22-inch screen for the Xbox that I actually game on. I prefer a smaller screen. I'm not sitting farther away. I'm actually just like 3 feet from the screen, so I don't need a giant screen to play games. So I use a smaller screen. So, and like I said, there's just enough space on my desk for the 32-inch and the 22-inch side by side, and then in front, like on the desk in front of the big screen, is my Mac and the Xbox, and so I don't have much space to work with. So I looked into how to run 2 devices on one screen, split screen, and the only thing I can find is the LG ultra wide monitors. They allow you to plug 2 HDMIs or an HDMI and a DisplayPort or a Thunderbolt. They allow you to plug 2 devices into the monitor, and the controls of the monitor are able to split the screen in half and display both systems on one screen split in half. And the bonus is that if I record on the PC that I'm streaming with and I want to edit something, I can just drag the file across the screen onto the Mac and it's there. So I'm going to replace my 32-inch with probably like a 29 or 32-inch ultra wide from LG. If you're interested in doing that, the technology is called Dual Controller and Screen Splitting 2.0 from LG. So if you're interested and you're trying to do the same thing, I mean, you can run 2 computers on one monitor, and you can actually set up 4 screens on each computer for a total of 8 on one monitor. So you can have, like, instead of having multiple tabs in Chrome, you can have like windows in Chrome and have all 4 open on one side on one computer and then all 4 on the other computer on the other side of the monitor. So it's going to work out. I just, I have to wait, and right now the stream is okay. I'm able to record just fine with my Mac. So in the next few months I will plan on upgrading my monitor and grabbing a PC for around the $800 mark. From what I understand, I only need about 8 gigs of RAM in order to stream, because streaming doesn't really take up a whole lot of RAM. And then I need a fairly decent graphics card. I mean, 1 to 2 gigabytes of RAM on a graphics card is going to be plenty. So I don't have to spend a whole lot there. The majority of the money going into the $800 build is going to be the processor. I'm looking something like an i5 7500 or or an i7 or something better. But no Q's, no M's, no U's, no suffixes, because those are all just, like Elgato says, they're just trash, and that's not something I want. So anyway, I haven't forgotten about you guys. I wanted to make a video and tell you guys, hey, I'm still here. I'm still making videos. I am actually recording a lot of stuff. I was dual booting my Mac with Boot Camp with Windows, and I just never used Windows. So I mean, and I split when I installed it. I split the hard drive in half and gave Windows half the hard drive. And there were times where I was recording on the Mac side, and it was getting to the point where I was down to like 100. I don't know, 100 megabytes or so, 100 gigabytes or so. And that was just unacceptable. So I removed Windows and Boot Camp, and I reinstalled macOS and started fresh with a fresh install of the operating system and taking up the entire drive. So right now I've got about 900 gigabytes of space to record and to do other stuff. So anyway, just an update, let you guys know I'm still here. I will see you in the next video. Wish me luck. Bye, guys.